In. Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. Yes, I am the Mad Montreal Man. As you can tell by the shirt, we are doing Batman Forever. Well, we got two of them in today. Of course, we have the Frostbite edition of Batman. Only, 5,100 of these guys. And of course, we're doing the I'll be back, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, glow in the dark. There's only 6,550 Arnies like this. Okay, I know it's not the best Arnie impersonation, but hey, my voice isn't what it used to be. But yeah, let's get to it. And if you're wondering, no, I'm still not sponsored. The GoFundMe is going nowhere. So, hey, why not? Let's just keep spending my money, starving. Look, I'm getting so skinny. I'm shrinking. Actually, I have lost weight thanks to this diet of mine, so my shirts are kind of baggy now. Vintage Batman shirt, by the way. Not as old as that Levi's jean shirt I wore last week, but this is getting there. It's getting there. I mean, I wore this. I go, oh my, wow, ooh. This shirt is 30 years old too, yeah. Not as old as the Levi's shirt, but this shirt I got when I used to work at Nova Comics back in Montreal. Wow. It's lasted this long. But Dr. Scalpel time, and let's start cutting. I do like the blue boxes. It's just something about a box that, you know, you can put the figure back in the package if you want. I did that with the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, the comic glow in the dark one. I put it back in the box mostly because he smelled. It's like the chemical smell was still there. So plastic, of course. Put that out of the way, and let's take him out of the box. And we'll be back after his close-up, which is going to happen right now. Well, of course, he comes with the card stand that I never use on my displays. I may put the card will go in my binder of cards. The stand will go into an ever-growing full box of these things. I honestly would have been happy with just a card and spare hands or a batarang or, you know, something different, but it is what it is when it comes to these things. He does come with two frost effects he's supposed to put on his hands. I am not going to bother. But let's talk about the figure himself. Now, the base, I actually like the base. I like it when they put the logo. I still think they should have done that for the Frostbite Deathstroke. The figure itself, well, you saw in the close-up, there are some really nice details. I like the bat symbols on the boots. You can almost think they're batarangs you can take off. The batarang on the belt. I find the chest symbol is a bit small, but that is kind of more movie accurate. It wasn't the biggest chest symbol. The face sculpt, well, if you can really sort of see it, let me get out of the picture here. No, it's Clooney-ish. What gets me, that I'm disappointed in, is the variation in the ice frostbite texture. Being Canadian, I know what ice looks like. I know what ice sculptures look like, and a little bit too much variation in the tone of the thing. The color isn't consistent. Yeah, Do I regret having them? No, I pre-ordered them. I forgot I pre-ordered them. It happens when you're a toyaholic. But same thing before. If you put the light, behind him, you get this weird sort of like, I can see all the pigs and stuff. Okay. Not anywhere. Nothing spectacular about him. It's just the George Clooney Batman with fists, no open hands, no trigger finger, but in ice form. So it's okay. We'll leave it at that. So let's get on with the next one. Yeah, I know, I'm disappointed, okay? I have to admit, I still don't know why I buy these Frostbite editions. I don't know. Toyaholic. Need I say more? But these are normally kind of fun, and if it's anything like the promo pictures, it might be cool to have. So once more, my friend, the Caped Crusader, not, but the steel blade of justice, Dr. Scalpel. Let's cut him out of the package and have a few mint in package people out there screaming that, oh my god, it's not mint in package anymore. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I have some stuff that's still in package. Not that much, but a few. There's some things I like keeping in the package just because of the fact they were either super hard to get or I just been too lazy to open them up. Like my Wonder Woman statue that I bought ages ago that I've yet to take out of the package and don't know when I will because I have no place to really put a statue of Wonder Woman. But what do you say we finish taking good old Mr. Freeze? Oh, okay, a little bit of a smell out of the package, and we'll be back after his close-up. He does come with the card, and I kind of like this kind of card holder. It's not that big. It's a nice little logo. It's not this massive giant plastic thing. I like the card holder. The card, well, it's just Arnie. Whatever, we've seen the same card before. Now, he does come with a really cool base. Now, I will try to get you guys a glow-in-the-dark close-up during the edits. Like I said, I'll turn off all the lights later on, try to get a nice big close-up. Problem is, one of my lights doesn't work. Probably the battery died after sitting on a shelf for so long, but let me just try something right now just to see if we get a bit of an effect. Let me turn off the... Might not work too well because there's a lot of light in that room anyway, but... well, never mind. Like I said, okay, sorry about the cut. A little tongue-tied. I'm tired. It's been a long day already. But it's been a long week, actually. But getting back to the figure, now that I put the base down, he's all right. It's the same Mr. Freeze you got if you did the Build-A-Figure wave. It's it's the same guy, different color palette. The glow-in-the-dark feature, well, I'm old, and I know from experience a lot of glow-in-the-dark stuff over time fades, is not as effective in the long run. Would I recommend getting it? Well, if you collect the movie stuff, and I now seem to have so many movie Batman and Batman figures, might as well pick him up. He's gonna go... This one doesn't smell bad, so I'm gonna probably put him... Oh look, it's Mr. Freeze. He's frozen Batman. I'll probably put them all on one shelf because I have a shelf now growing of all the Frostbite editions. So he'll be the Mr. Freeze, freezing all the Batman or making Batman statues. because that's how I look at these. They're ice sculptures of Batman and Nightwing and Deathstroke and Joker. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. But I'm going to remind you guys, going forward, because, this stuff does become expensive. As you know, you're a toy collector. You're a toy-holic, too. You know I can be expensive. And going forward, just to remind you guys, if my GoFundMe gets another $100, or even more, which would be nice, thank you. Please, every little bit helps. But the next $100 I get, I'll open up this guy. Yeah, because in Canada, with all the tariffs and stuff, he cost more than $100. I did without basic groceries for 2 weeks. And, 2 weeks not doing worth of groceries to get 2 figures, it's painful a bit, but it's still, I said before, food is temporary, action figures are forever. But if I get that extra money in the GoFundMe, I will take him out of the package and you'll be able to see him. Now, I already have the glow-in-the-dark Killer Croc. I missed it when he first came out. I missed him when he first came out, but I got the glow-in-the-dark one. And I was lucky enough to get Earth 44 Batman between seasons 3 and this season. He's already out of the package somewhere. But I get the feeling the one I have is a bit darker. I don't know. I'll have to wait till I open him up eventually. Maybe. Maybe it'll never happen. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. As for next week, there's a few options available. Well, one option, I can always do the Batman Nightfall Nightmare Edition of Azrael or the Batman Dark Knights of Steel Platina Edition. I also have Hourman, Green Arrow, Tempest, Dark Flash, the Black Adam Dr. Fate, but I'm going to save him for when I do Dr. Fate. I've also got Superman and Two-Face to do. But I think I'm going to get back to doing 3 figures next week, and I think I know which ones I'm going to do. Captain Cold, because I haven't done them yet. Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and of course, Adam Strange. So until next week, my dear loyal subscribers, please, for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being, do your best to stay healthy. And of course, when you get an action figure that kind of gives you a chuckle, it's a good way to stay happy. And even though your life might seem frozen and you're stuck in debt and you're having a hard time even buying food, you still have to do your best to stay positive. And on that wonderful note, I will ask you once again, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all the usual stuff that you do here on YouTube. And once again, I'll put the links to the GoFundMe in the description below. And once again, shootez through. I'm here. Contact me. Same thing as I said last week. If you want me to sponsor, you want to sponsor the show, contact me. GoFundMe is one way of doing it. If you're a fan out there who wants me to review a figure you haven't seen and you want to send me one, message me privately and I will give you my address to send me stuff. And vice versa. If I have it and maybe you missed it, maybe I'll just take one off the shelf and talk about it. I'm more than happy to do that. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode. And I guess we will see you next week for another episode of On the Peg. But until then, do your best, of course. Do those 3 things because your mental health, your body health, and of course, your attitude is important. And have a great weekend. Spend time out there. Have fun with your family and friends. Don't become too much like me. Alone and a toyaholic that has no social life. Just saying. But, of course, keep buying toys. We'll see you next week for another episode of On the Peg. do I torture myself being a toyaholic? You know why? Because of this. The On the Peg Show. Hey, that sucked. Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man, and as you can tell by the shirt, we're doing Batman today. Batman Forever. Yes, we have the Frostbite Edition Batman. 5,100 of these guys, and of course we have the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze, glow in the dark. There's only 16,550 of him, yeah. But I know, horrible Arn impersonation. I'm sorry. The throat's not what it used to be when it comes to doing voices. But let's just cut through all the usual stuff. You know, not sponsored. La la la. Hit like, psychs. But you know, that totally sucked too. 1 minute, 12 seconds in. Does come with a cool card, you know. I don't mind these stands. These are nice little stands. They're nice and pretty good. I like these little guys. Comes with a cool base. I have to admit, I do like the base. And I will try to, later on during the editing process, try to get you a glow-in-the-dark close-up of the guy. But part of the problem is, one of my lights, I guess the battery was already dead, so I only got one light working. But, let's stop and take that. Well, never mind. Like I said, after I film the episode, I'll try to find a nicer spot, maybe change the battery and the one that's dead, and get you guys a really good close-up of him glow in the dark. Now, it's the same Build-A-Figure we had before. Let me just put this down. I want to talk about him. It's the same Build-A-Figure we had before, except he's not a Build-A-Figure now. Now, when it comes to bang for your buck, yeah, he's expensive, but you get that really cool base. A base you can use for other figures. Now, it's the same Mr. Freeze, as we saw before, has the Mr. Freeze gun. Just that's a different color scheme. The face sculpt, it's there. Do I regret getting them? Well, in some ways, he'll go next to my first appearance, Mr. Freeze. It'd be kind of cool. Plus the fact, if you think, hey, look. Oh no, he's frozen Batman. I know it's a stretch, but no, that's not a bad figure to have. It's gimmicky, I know, but then again, so was the movie. Would I recommend going out and get them? Well, if you're a fan of the movie figures, yeah, it's kind of cool to have, especially if you never got the Build-A-Figure. It's cool to have. Glow in the dark. My experience being this old, I know glow in the dark stuff eventually fades, doesn't work as well, say 20 years down the road, but I don't care. I have him. He's going to go on the shelf with the rest of the movie figures, which is starting to take up a lot of space. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's show. Once again, a reminder, I better save what little battery left I have left in this thing. Like I said, really good base. I like this base. Base comes in handy. Now I have two of them. But no, as I was saying before, as for the show going forward, I'm still trying to put out a show every week, because I promised you guys a show every Friday, and I'll remind you. I'm tired. It's actually late at night now, so I probably will be able to get a nice glow-in-the-dark shot of him. Probably tomorrow I have to pick up a battery for the guy, but you know, I'll film tomorrow night after work. But I'm gonna remind you that if the GoFundMe gets another $100, I'm gonna open this guy up. Because the GoFundMe helps me pay for this, and with the tariffs lately, that guy, well, let's put it this way. If you're in Canada, he's expensive. Yeah, this is 2 weeks worth of groceries to get him, which I did without the last 2 weeks. But like I said, $100 in the GoFundMe, I'll open him up, and you get to see him. Now, I already have the killer clock that glows in the dark, and I was lucky quite a while ago, between seasons 3 and this season, I was able to get a Batman Earth 44. He's already out of the package. He's been out of the package for a while, but like I said, you want to see me open that one, I need some help. Some help. This whole thing's taking over again.